Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Before I begin, like the video, put on your notification bell so that you can know when my next video uploads. And if you like the video, come down in the comment section. Also, I'm going to need y'all to subscribe too, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Hey everybody, welcome to my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we open up with the chef in town making breakfast for the family. The only thing I liked on there was that avocado toast with the salmons. That looked good. I didn't really hear what else he said because I was looking at the toast. But anyway, it ain't about me. So Tank says a prayer and blesses the food. And boss lady looking at him like, would you hurry up with this prayer? She had one eye open looking at him like, come on now. And as soon as they say, you ready to eat? Sugar Mama was like, yeah, she is so cute. So they sit down to the table to eat breakfast. And they all go over their favorite memories about, coming on this trip. And I ain't gonna go through it, but they go through their memories or whatever. And then Martell decides to tell Melody that the Scots is coming. Melody was like, "Well, excuse me, what? When they y'all see
coming?"
Melody face like a what?" Oh, and Martell was reminiscing about when they used to come before. His favorite memory was the kids riding the bikes. Martell. So come to find out, Martell spoke to Marceau, and the Scots was in Florida. They was in Pensacola while they was in Destin. Okay, so he kindly invites them over. Okay, he really should have let Mel know before this morning. Soon as he got off that phone call, he should have let Mel know that he invited them over, and not that it would have been okay, but he should have let Mel know. But you know why he ain't tell Mel? Cause he was comfortable. He felt like, oh shoot, I'm in now. I'm gonna go back to what I used to do. Then he got the nerve to get in his confession to say that he could see why Mel is annoyed, but he feel that at the same time you should be able to drop some issues and be cordial. This the same man that is so disrespectful to his ex-wife, the mother of his children, but he talking about being cordial. Like Tisha done talk cash money shit about Mel, but you want her to be cordial? Dude, you are delusional. He said he feel like they're still friends and Mel need to let things go at times. Like, what are you talking about, Martell? So everybody's enjoying the beach, everybody's in the water, having fun. Mel off to the side doing her own thing while Martell played with the kids. And then he decided to come over to her with his phone to show her pictures. What, Martell? So Mel decided to put him on blast. She was like, "Oh, you do be holding on to pictures. You do be texting me at times." And she was like, "What do you do that for?" And then he just walks away. She said, "Oh, it's like you called me last night to ask me when I'm gonna marry you again." And he runs into the water. I meant to say the other day, not last night. So everybody's chillaxing out the water. They chilling in chairs. And then up walk the Scots. They say they highs and pleasantries or whatever. Tisha notices that Mel has braids and said this is the first time she's seen her with braids. And Martell was like, yeah, the braids look good on her. Wink, wink. And Melly was quickly like, oh, we trying to switch it up now? So Martell in his confessional was like, I don't know if she want a response. He said that Mel say slick jabs to say, all right, Martell, stay back. Yes, that's what the fuck she's saying it for, Martell. You ain't catch the hint? Then he trying to save face to say that he got his daughter's hair braided. So she decided to get her hair braided and she know he liked it. That's why she got the braids. She just said she got the braids for the girls. Boy, Martell be reaching. So Martell decided to tell him to come on inside so the Scots kids could change into their bathing suits or whatever. So inside, they sit down and Tisha with her dumb self don't know what to say, talking about this the Martell and Mel that we like to see. Girl, are you for real? So Mel is over there eating that watermelon like, I ain't paying these fools no mind. Meanwhile, when Martell talks, she making a face, and when Tisha talk, Marceau making a face. Like, this shit was hilarious. So Tisha and Marceau start asking questions to Mel and Martell, and Martell trying to make it seem like everything is okay, but Melody was shutting it down. Like, nope, that's not what it is. So I need y'all to keep it straight. So Martell looking like a sad puppy because Mel is not playing along to make it seem like they getting along. I feel like Martell wanted Mel to participate like they really getting along, like they in a good place in front of the Scots. But Melody was not having it. Like, let's not do that, is what she said. So they played the no longer newlywed game. That was hilarious. But anyway, Mel and Martell, they pretty much lost because, they wasn't on one accord. Of course not. And then, of course, we found out that Tisha does everything, and the kids still like to hang out with Marcel. Child, whole mess. So Marcel and Martell decides to go upstairs to play pool, leaving Tisha and Mel downstairs to talk. Now, whose idea was this? So Kimmy is combing her hair. She said that from her medical experience and the doctor's telling her that from the treatments, eventually her hair is going to fall out. She doesn't want to be in the shower and see her hair on the shower floor. She said that she's trying to find ways to deal with this the best way she can. This is Kimmy's way of being in control. Not in control, but being able to say she has control over this process. Because right now, what she's dealing with, she has no control over. So Kimmy friends Andrea shows up for moral support to hold her hand. The hairstylist is there to cut the hair, and we find out that the hairstylist is going to make little bundles and create a wig for Kimmy. I think that's pretty dope. Martel. Hold on, all these damn M's. Maurice is there. He looked sad that her hair is being cut, but I guess he, feeling what Kimmy's feeling. I guess I don't know. So the stylist give her a nice short cut. Maurice comes in and give her a little shape up in the back. It's a nice, cute little curly style. I like it. But I guess it's a shock to Kimmy. She says she's okay, but it's just something she got to get used to. I'm sure it's life changing. I'm still praying for you, Kimmy. So Maurice in his confessional says Kimmy is not Kimmy's hair. Kimmy is not Kimmy's breast. Kimmy is not the youthful look that she has today. Rewind. What you mean by that? She's not the youthful look that she has today. Okay, maybe that's a Scottism. Okay, okay, it's a Scottism. He said her essence is captured in her spirit. Okay, all right, he recovered from that. So he said whatever, they lose in this process, it's not going to change his love for Kimmy. Okay. He said he falls in love more and more with Kimmy every day. Now, was it me or did he do a little bit too much? Or am I putting 20 on 10? Y'all just let me know. Because I think he could have left some of that stuff out. Just say you still love Kimmy. You're going to love Kimmy no matter what. Or that she look youthful now. Well, like, what you mean by that? Boy. Marcel said his trip to Africa made him want to spend more time. So Martell was like, what? Being creative, coming up with ideas. He said that, but I want to spend more time with my family. He want to try a different approach. Well, what was you doing before? Well, oh, we know you was never home. Okay. So Marcel asks Martell, how did him and Mel get to this place? Martell says he feels like Mel had time to heal and get to a place where she can invite him out. Child, Martell, shut up. He said that it speaks volumes. Like she told you this trip was for the kids, dude. So back downstairs, there's Mel and Tisha. Tisha asked Mel how did she get to the place to ask Martell to come on a trip like this. And Melly was basically like, you have to get to a place where you mentally and emotionally strong enough to have somebody in your space. So she said despite the pressure of people telling them that they should be able to do this, do that, she had to do things her way. So Tisha tells her that that's a good place to be, that you're unbothered, and nobody can tell you what to do, right? Mel in her confessional says she is very content with the decision that she made. She is unbothered and is not losing a wink of sleep behind it, okay? So we back at Marceau and Martell. Martell said he realized now the things he did in the past and letting Mel know that what she wasn't doing for him and all this craziness, but he never knew why she didn't do it. Like, what you mean? You've been cheating on her since your marriage began. if Melnika tells it, and if Tisha tells it, you've been cheating on her since the show started or before the show started. So come on now. If I was Mel, I would check out on you too. I'm not about to be playing wifey, cleaning the house, taking care of the kids, making you meals, and you out cheating. So he feels like he needs to ask Mel, what was it that he did that she checked out of the marriage? Oh my God. Now y'all know Mel is very intellectual. She could talk. She talks nice and clear. You can understand what she's saying. So I'm pretty sure she told him on plenty of occasion what was wrong, but he wanted to do what he wanted to do. So he says in his confessional that he gave it a year plus before he stepped out. Like for real, Martell? You in this long-term marriage, but because you wasn't getting your way, which you said in your confessional, you stepped out because you wanted to do what you wanted to do. And you wonder why she checked out? Come on, son. So Marceau says, do you think that once you get married, the sex life changes? Um, Martell said he guess it do. So yes, it does changes when you got to be taking care of kids, especially when you have kids right after you get married. You got to be taking care of kids. It's all about the kids. You got to keep up your home. Who got time to be having sex every day and having sex like rabbits? Who? So Marceau gets in his confessional and say that he feels like Martell feels like he would have did things differently. He said unfortunately he'd never been denied ass in his marriage. So he could understand how somebody could go crazy. Oh, God. Yeah, you never been denied ass in your marriage because if Tisha ain't give it to you, you was going somewhere else to get it. So Tisha asks Mel, what work did she do to get to the place that she's in now? So Mel tells her that, she had to do self-reflection and spending time with herself to have the self-healing. And here go Tisha in the confessionals.
That having this a long time has brought Mel the peace that she's looking for. I don't know. Mel is good at portraying what she wants you to see. So you never know what the real truth is. And sometimes she's so good at portraying things that she fools herself a lot.
First of all, Tisha, how do you fool yourself a lot when it's your life and you know what's going on in your life? Second of all, you ain't been around this woman to know that she's at peace. But can't you see her shining to see that she's at peace? All her gifts and blessings that's coming her way? So if that's the case, according to your logic, then you doing the same thing. You fooling yourself because you want everybody to think you in a loving marriage and that Marceau ain't cheating on you. But okay. So Marceau wants to know if Mel know how much Martell regrets about what he did in the marriage. And Martell says that he don't know if Mel knows how much regret he has. He said he's apologized and they talked a little bit, but he don't know how much. He said basically that he don't want to be infringe on Mel's privacy and he don't want her to think that he's trying to get her back. But you were. He says basically that when he talks to Mel, he just want to bring that respect back when he talks to her. This whole conversation was just a bunch of bullshit. So Marceau wants to know how would Martell feel if she starts dating another man, and it goes to commercial. And he says, well, eventually that's going to happen. He says he just want to be in a good place like they are right now. He goes in his confessional and said that he should have talked more with Mel. They should have talked more. They should have worked it out, and they'll still be married, raising their kids under one roof. And he gets emotional. At least it seemingly looks like he gets emotional, and he gets up out of his confessional and walk away. That's the best thing you could do. Just leave it alone. You done did too much damage to Mel. Okay. And Marceau, don't think I ain't noticed how you was smiling bright at Mel. I noticed that, okay? Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Like, comment, and subscribe. Come down in the comment section if you want to discuss the episode below. Peace.